Hello my dear students, I heartily welcome you all in this session, our subject science, class 6th standard. Today in this class, we are going to study our physics part, next chapter, light, shadows and reflection. Dear students, somebody asked me, why you have sent 10th lesson notes ma'am? It means I have taught that lesson. It is a physics part also we have to complete. In science, chemistry, biology and physics, 3 parts will be there. I have finished chemistry and biology chapters. Now physics chapters I have started, which is there from 10, 11, 12 lessons. Is it? That's why I will complete some physics chapters also. So I am starting this one. Light, shadows and reflection. We see so many objects around us. On the way to school, we see things like buses, cars, cycles, trees, animals, sometimes flowers. How do you think we see objects? Yes, here I kept a box, this chairs, table, books, this pen. Yes, here also around me there are so many objects are there here. Is it? So, how we can see these objects? Think of the same place at night you see. Night, is it possible? So, if light is there, it's possible to see. Yes, current will be there, light will be there. It's possible to see. At night time, if it were completely dark, what you will see? Suppose you go inside completely dark room. Are you able to see? See here, if there is a completely dark, you are feeling dark now? Yes. So, what you are seeing here? Anything? Yes? Dark room, if you will go to dark room, what you will see? No. Are you able to see any objects in that room? But when you light a candle or a torch, you can see objects present in the room. Is it? So, isn't it without light, things cannot be seen? Light helps us to see the object. That is important. Light helps us to see the objects. The torch bulb is an object that gives out light of its own. The sun is another familiar object that gives lights its own light to see the objects. During the day, its light allows us to see so many objects. Objects like the sun that give out or emit light of their own are called luminous objects. They are called luminous objects. Understand what are luminous objects? See, the objects which emit their own light. Yes, they are called luminous objects. What about the objects like chair and painting or shoe? We see when light from luminous object like the sun, a torch or electric light falls on these and another travels towards our eye. So we are seeing this object, this notebook and this pen. How we are seeing? The light is falling on them and travels towards our eye. So we are seeing. In such a way that we have to learn transparent, opaque and translucent object. Recall our grouping object as opaque, transparent and translucent in chapter 4. Yes, this we have learned in a chapter 4. So, no need to explain more. Tell me what are these transparent, opaque and translucent object? Yes, if we cannot see through an object at all, those are called opaque object. From that medium, through that we are not able to see. If we cannot see an object at all, these are called opaque objects. If you are able to see clearly through an object, that is transparent. It allows the light to pass through it. They are called transparent objects like mirror, air, water. Example, opaque notebook, stone, chair. These are example for opaque object. There are some objects through which we can see but not very clearly. They are called translucent object like window glass and you just put oil on this paper. Yes, from that we can see but not clearly. That is translucent objects. So in exams they will ask what are transparent, opaque and translucent object. Give example. You have to write definition and two examples you have to write. So let us perform an activity 1. Look around yourself and collect many objects. An eraser, plastic, scale, pen, pencil, notebook, single sheet paper, tracing paper, and try to a piece of cloth. Try to look at something far away. Through each of these objects, is light from far away object are able to travel? You see through any objects. Record your observations in one table. We see the given object, a material, could be a transparent, translucent or opaque. So you record your observations here. Pencil, rubber, sheet of writing paper. Fully, partially, not at all. Pencil, not at all. Rubber, not at all. They are opaque object. Sheet of writing paper, not very sure means partially. It is translucent, like that. Have to record your observation in that table. Opaque depend upon what it allows light to pass through it completely, partially or not at all. Next point, what exactly are shadows? Here, perform an activity 2. Now, one by one, hold each other opaque objects in the sunlight, slightly above the ground. What do you see on the ground? You know that the dark patch formed by one on ground due to its shadow. Sometimes you identify the object by looking at its shadow. Here, wait. As I told, when light enters, you just hold opaque objects. Observe here. Observe, I kept book. This is an opaque object. So that black or a dark patch on that ground is shadow. Is it? And I kept pen here. Yes. My hand. Is it myself? If I'll stand, you can see clearly. Yes, my shadow on this ground. That is exactly a shadow. Observe carefully. Sometimes without seeing that object, only on shadows we can identify them. Is it? You also do one thing. Spread the sheet of paper and you start to draw whatever shadows you are getting. Sometimes shadow fall on an object gives an idea about its shape. Like this. You draw it on, this is bird. We can identify clearly. A tree. Yes, a book. This is man. The outline of a shadow while you are holding the object. Draw outline of the shadow of other objects in a similar way. Now ask some friends to identify the object of this outline. Easily we can say it is a textbook or it is a notebook. How many objects are there? They can identify 2, 3 books, like that. Do you observe your shadow in a dark room at night where there is no light? Do you observe a shadow when there is a just source of light and nothing else in room? It seems we need a source of light and an opaque object to see a shadow. Is there anything else required? A light we need and opaque object we need. Activity 3. This is an activity that you will have to do in a dark room. In a evening, go out and open ground with a few friends. Take a torch and a large sheet of cardboard with you. Hold the torch close to the ground and shine it upwards so that its light falls on your friend's face. You know how a source of light that is falling on an opaque object? Yes, if there were no trees, building or any other objects behind your friend. Yes, so would you see the shadow of your friend head? This does not mean that there is no shadow. After all, the light from the torch is not able to pass through his body or other side. Now ask your friend to hold the cardboard sheet like this. Ask your friend to hold the cardboard sheet like this behind your friend. Is the shadow now seen on the cardboard sheet? Can you see the shadow on a cardboard sheet? Yes. Thus, the shadow can be only seen on a screen, the ground, walls of a room. So, I said, for if we need shadow, we need an opaque object and light. That as well as we need a screen. Then only it possible to get a shadow. If there is a no screen, we are not getting a shadow. By this activity, we conclude that we need even screen also to get the shadow. It may be a ground, walls or a room. Try to do it in a dark room. Yes, your hand shapes at night, you can do it. Yes, so this forms an animal, the shadow of an animal hidden in your hand, like that. It gives an deer. Do it. A screen may be a shadow, a screen may be ground, walls or room or building or other such surface act as a screen for shadow you observe in your everyday life. Shadow gives us some information about shape of objects. Sometimes shadows can also mislead us about the shape of the object. Yes, in these pictures you observe, so it may give a mislead us about the shape of the object. A few shadows that can be created with your hands and make believe that they are shadows of different animals. Activity 4. Place a chair on a school ground in a sunny day. What do you observe from a shadow of the chair? Does the shadow gives an accurate picture of a shape of a chair? If the chair is turned around a little, how does its shape of a shadow change? Take a thin notebook and look at the shadow. Then take a rectangular box and look at the shadow. Do the two shadows seem to have a similar shape? As your activity 4, I have kept chair in a sunny day. Does the shadow gives the accurate, observe here, this is the shadow of the chair. Shadow gives the accurate picture of the shape of the chair. Is the chair is turned around a little, how does the shape of shadow changes? See, this is our chair and this is the shadow. And observe here also there is a shadow of this iron rods. See how its shape and its shape. There is a slightly different in these two shapes. This is a shadow of a tree. The tree is green in color, but the shadow is black. Yes, you have to take a different like this shapes. See, here it is green and here it is dark. Any color changes like that. Take a flowers or their object different colors. Look at their shadows, a red rose and a yellow rose. For instance, do the shadow look different color when the color of the object are different? Yes, observe here and come this tree. This is green in color, but the shadow is black in color. Observe, this flower is pink in color, but its shadow is black only. See, different colors gives different shadows of colors, isn't it? Yes, is it clear? See, it is in pink, the flower is pink in color, but the shadow is in black only. So what we conclude among these all examples? As I have shown some of these examples, you take a long box and look at its shape of the ground. When you move the box around, you may see that the size of the shadow changes. When it is changes, when the shadow of the box is shortest, when the long side of a box is pointed towards the sun, or when the short side is pointing towards the sun. Let us use this long box to prepare a simple camera. That is pinhole camera. We will study in our next class. Today we will finish here. Your homework. Answer these following questions. What are transparent, translucent and opaque objects? Give example. What are luminous objects? Give example. Third one, complete the table 11.1. You have to complete this table by taking different examples. Do it. Thank you.